You got to be ready to play. Your number is called, you in the damn game. I don't need no coach to inspire me.
Hello my friends, and welcome back to Where Are They Now? In today's video, I'll be giving you the rundown on Canadian-American basketballer Tristan Thompson. Let's dive in. This former Torontonian is a professional ball player, currently a member of the National Basketball Association, or NBA's Sacramento Kings. His positions on the team are heavy forward and center, and he's been with the Kings from 2021 until now. He also has previous ties to other NBA teams, the Boston Celtics from 2020 to 2021 and the Cleveland Cavaliers as his first official NBA team from 2011 to 2020, where he was selected for the 4th number during the NBA draft of 2011. Despite this, he's not only well known via social media due to his balling talents, but also his former romance with Kardashian reality star Khloe Kardashian. His relations with the most famous family tied in with his sports career have Tristan constantly centered around media publicity, and he's been the cause of quite a few troublesome headlines over the years. But before we get into all that, let's rewind a bit. The sports star Tristan Trevor James Thompson was born on March 13, 1991 in Toronto, Ontario. He grew up in Brampton with athletic parents Andrea and Trevor Thompson. His mom ran track and his dad was a soccer player. They gave birth to 3 of Tristan's younger siblings, brothers Amari, Daniel, and Deshaun. Tristan attended Brampton's St. Marguerite Youthville Secondary School during his 9th grade, and it's been reported that by the time of his first full year studying there, he was already setting up the shots of a promising basketball career ahead of him. Tristan was offered 3 American University scholarships in advance from Florida, Texas, and Kansas. He transferred to Newark, New Jersey to attend St. Benedict's Preparatory School in his 2nd year of studies, after making a double drive from Brampton to the prep school in the US. It's mentioned by multiple that Tristan actually cited his potential increase in exposure alongside his high skill level as reasonings for his transfer. It's here where he continued to carry his legacy of gearing up to be one of the most promising ball players among US students. Tristan had spent a year and a half at his Newark school, but was soon transferred to Finlay School in Henderson, Nevada, regarding some significant disagreements between him and his team's coach, Dan Hurley. Tristan would spend another year and a half studying in Nevada in light of this. Tristan had continued to maintain his outstanding form as well as playing his beloved sport as one of the most favorable recruits. According to McDonald's, during his senior year, Tristan was included in the symbolic team of the school's championship. Now, there's no doubt he's made his mark in high school, but Tristan went on to do even more greatness in university. He entered the post-secondary school at the University of Texas in Austin back in 2010, where he spent a single season playing as a member of the university's basketball team. He was immediately moved into a spot among the 5 freshmen on the team and maintained an average of 13.1 points per game in the student championship. If we break it down even further, he was making 7.8 rebounds and 2.4 shots. By the time the end of the season had rolled around, Tristan was recognized as the best newcomer of the Big 12 Conference. As per the information prior, Tristan also entered the national team of newcomers, defended the 2nd national team and their players of the conference, and was even included in the newcomers team of the student champions. Following this in 2011, Tristan let go of his 3-year college education to draft in the NBA after his first successful season with the Longhorns. However, the outcome of his decision was in fact a great one, because he still managed to close the final chapter of his education during the NBA lockout in 2011. Now let's break down his ball career timeline real quick. June 23, 2011 is the day Tristan was selected by the NBA to draft under number 4 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tristan had signed off on an initial 4-year contract with the team, with a salary that would amount to $16.65 million. In his NBA debut in the game against Toronto team the Raptors on December 26th, Tristan spent a total of 17 minutes on the court, where he bagged a 12-point score and made 5 rebounds. From the 2011 to 2012 season, Tristan was deemed a lucky player. He also made history by being the first Canadian player to receive all-rookie team respect in the NBA. So, it's safe to say him proving he was more than cut out for the lifestyle should have meant that he continued to excel in more playing time as he did. But then he didn't. Because despite the steady growth in his career, Tristan's court time was suddenly reduced to a cap size during its 2014 to 2015 season due to new Cavalier leaders LeBron James and Kevin Love. Even though he played 15 games that season and was off the bench for the greater portion of it, Tristan's career was said to have still been partially suspended. So he renewed his Cavaliers contract in October 2015 and moved on to assist the team with their 2016 NBA championship title win, the first in 52 years at that point. December 26, 2016 is the day when Tristan made history as the first NBA player to play 400 successive regular season games. His flaming mark in the NBA history burnt out fairly quickly after Tristan's injury. He explained falling forward on his sore and swollen left foot and insisting how he'd be alright. He mentioned that injuries are part of the game, especially between players who range in different heights for rebounding, and describes being thankful to be able to use his own 2 feet to walk. For the 2018 to 2019 season, Tristan balled in 43 games and rallied 10.9 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Regarding his career as a whole, Tristan played a total of 562 games. Aside from this, Tristan was also a 2018 representative for Canada at the FIBA Americans Under-18 Championship, where his team took home bronze medals. He played once more nationally for the FIBA U19 World Champs, alongside his friend and partner on their university team, NBA player Corey Joseph in Auckland, New Zealand. At the time of this video, his net worth solely as a basketball player is approximately $8 million, serving as a center and power forward for multiple major NBA teams throughout his life. Following a long career with each of them, he's played in a handful of years for some, while others more recently not nearly as much. This includes his current contract for the Boston Celtics. Aside from his start in basketball that I've told you about so far, he's also found mainstream success in other ways. Here's how his career moves from his past pertain to what we know about him nowadays. Tristan was a partaker in the social experiment reality series Married at First Sight, where it was detailed during its 7th season in 2018 that he was looking for a girlfriend at the time. And that girlfriend came in the full package Texas hotness of Mia Bali, who won the show and had the opportunity of continuing her relationship with Tristan outside of the film cameras. But this pairing came crashing down when his new wife was suddenly arrested on charges of stalking while she was on her way to her and Tristan's honeymoon. So ideally, Tristan had been broken in several departments, I'm sure, one being his trust and the other being his heart. His life was extremely confusing at this point, including his 2 children birthed from 2 different women. The first of these 2 ladies is ex-girlfriend Jordan Craig. Jordan and the NBA star had dated for a while and even welcomed their son, Prince Oliver Thompson, on December 12, 2016. Now this second lady brings us to the next point of our day from earlier, Miss Khloe Kardashian. On April 12, 2018, she and Tristan welcomed his second child and first daughter, Tristan Thompson. But this relationship was everything but smooth sailing. During the time of Khloe's pregnancy, there was gossip in the wind about her ex-boyfriend's alleged cheating. The birth of their daughter later overshadowed these. Still, nothing can keep a good secret down. And this is proven when Tristan was blasted all over the internet for the very thing he was originally suspected of. It was revealed he had gotten far too cozy with a model named Lonnie Blair, who he flirted with as well as kissed at the PhD Lounge nightclub. And if this isn't nearly bad enough, he also checked into the Four Seasons Hotel with Lonnie following their night. Now, things weren't looking too good for Tristan at this point because these air quote rumors had an eventual reveal from the members of the Kardashian bunch. By then, he was reported to have cheated with 5 separate mistresses at the same time, all of which could not be publicly denied due to the masked photos and video evidence going viral. This in sum was a huge scandal for the Kardashians, one which netizens still talk about to this day. It wasn't long following Tristan's accusations of infidelity when social media users took the internet by storm, making memes out of him and just clowning his situation in general. He's been socially dubbed as third trimester Tristan Thompson regarding the denied rumors of him leaving his first ex-girlfriend Jordan for Khloe during her 3rd trimester. But despite all this, Khloe did indeed stick it out with Tristan for a long while before they officially called it quits in 2019 because of rumors of Tristan kissing Khloe's sister Kylie Jenner's best friend Jordyn Woods during a party. Overall, it seems Tristan's comfy current net worth of $35 million could not save him from the online backlash of his treacherous ways. But in the most shocking twist of the century, Khloe Kardashian had recently confirmed she was having a second child with Tristan via a surrogate. Prior to this, they shared 4-year-old daughter True and officially split earlier this year amidst the latest cheating news of Tristan fathering a child with someone who wasn't his partner at the time. The news was quick to break out and the messy entanglement of who was born at what time shortly ensued. In light of this, it's been heavily suggested that Khloe and Tristan have not gotten back together since, nor have they spoken in their current time frame outside of co-parenting. So, from all this baby mama drama to partying ahead of his second child's birth after being exposed by the internet again, it's no wonder Tristan is having a hard time nowadays keeping his name out of the headlines for the wrong reasons. But maybe somewhere deep down, he likes the attention? Anyway, that is it for today's WATN. If there are any other Hollywood hotties you'd like to see in our next rundown, please feel free to drop them down in the comments below. And don't forget to let us know what your thoughts are on today's Where Are They Now video.